Good morning. We are back for Big Word Wednesday again. It's a little cool out here this morning. We're in the E's this week. It's the fifth week of our Big Word Wednesday. We're digging out words from the Bible out of the old big W book here, the big web book. Because before everybody could just go to just ask their phone what the questions they had to go to this big old book. They're toting this sucker around a little bit much. You can see this one's a little old. Seen a better day, but it's still got a lot of pertinent information in it. A lot of good information that you just won't find if you don't think to ask for it. Who's going to think to ask for the stuff that I'm rattling off? E, second vowel, and the fifth letter of the English alphabet. Not too tough to get to that. It has the same position in the alphabet as the corresponding sign or character had in the Latin, Greek, and Phoenician alphabets, from which ours is derived. It has a long sound, as in hear, mir, me, a short sound, as in met, men, and the sound of a open or long in pray, vain. As a final letter, it is generally silent. After C and G, the final E serves to indicate that C is to be pronounced as S and G as J. Thus, without the final E in mace, it would be mass. This word would be pronounced Mac, excuse me. And rage would be pronounced rag. So, the numerous irregularities in the use of the E are not reduced to rules. In all cases not covered by the regular diacritical marks, we have respelled the words. Okay, well, that's heavy E stuff. And anyway, we're moving right along. We got to elementary, which anybody's ever seen Sherlock Holmes, he always said that to Watson. And as a kid, I was like, whatever that means. Well, come to find out, it's just another word for simple. But he wouldn't have sounded real smart going simple, Watson. So he said elementary. So he's churching up the word simple is what he's doing. But can you imagine if Ronnie Van Zant had churched up the word simple and simple man? I cannot. I don't think elementary man would have been near the hit that simple man was or is to me. Ronnie's a good old boy from Jacksonville, Florida, right up the road, not too far. But anyway, he's gone. Elementary, to an element or rudiment, a first principal element, primary, simple, uncompounded, uncombined, having only one principal or constituent part. As an elementary substance, elemental particle into which a body is resolved by decomposition. So anyway, yeah, elementary man. Can you see Ronnie singing, be an elementary man? I can't, but I do like simple man. So look that up on whatever you play your music on, because it's a killer. It's a good one. And you could just go off down the the Leonard Skinner rabbit hole all day long listening to music. Others I would recommend are, of course, Freebird's always in there. Sweet Home Alabama, always in there. Linda Helping Hand, Coming Home, a couple you don't hear very often. Whiskey Rock and Roller. Which other one was I thinking about the other day? May have been Whiskey Rock and Roller. Anyway, where'd we go to from there? We have moved on to a word I used in a few videos earlier that apparently I need to look for a different word. It has cooled off here in Central Florida. Embellish. I guess I was using it somewhat correctly. I was Anyway, to adorn, to beautify, to decorate, to make beautiful or elegant by ornaments, as we embellish the person with rich appeal. A garden with shrubs and flowers, and style with metaphors, to make graceful or elegant, as to embellish manners. I think I was just stretching the stories out a little bit, kind of helping them along. And maybe we'll find a different word for embellish. We'll have to look that up. Maybe we've got any synonyms. Beautify, adorn, ornament, illustrate, decorate. Yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe I was illustrating with it. And that's fine. You know, you got to do something. Where else do we get? Ah, here we go. I knew there was another one. Boy, these are cool. I hear ducks or dove. I'm hearing something out here. Anyway, enough. Not a real big word, but enough is enough, as they say. So satisfying the desire would be enough. Giving content. Adequate to the need. Sufficient, usually following its noun. But what also dropped the next sentence right here? How many hired hands of my father's have bread enough and to spare? That is from Luke 15:17. From the story of the prodigal son. After he blew all his daddy's money and he ended up feeding pigs, which was terrible for a guy that in his predicament. He realized that the money, fast cars, diamond rings, gold chains, and every other dadgum thing would not satisfy because he'd done blown all his money on those. And hookers and blow and whatever else it's all gone. He's down to feeding pigs. It's pretty bad. And he realizes it's time to go home. And dad welcomes him home with open arms. So if you're out of sorts with your family, go home. They'll take you back. They love you, just like God loves you. Because enough is enough. So get on back. It's going to be all right. We move right on to everlasting. Eternity, eternal duration, past and future. Right below that, from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God, with a capital G. That is from Psalm 90, verse 2. Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the whole earth, the whole world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. Absolutely. So, and then I looked at the last E word in the dictionary here, and it was oyster with an E, airster. I don't know. Anyway, it meant oyster. So, don't forget to subscribe, give us a like. If you like this content, leave us a comment. Let me know if it's something you want to look up. I bet it's in here. I bet I can find it, and we'll get it out there to you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. God loves you. Take care.